morning guys, welcome back to the channel. As you've probably guessed it, we're in the new Defender. And how do I kick this off? Where do I start? I think the main one I'm going to kick off with, just by bluntly saying, that is annoying though. I'll get onto that later. So this has been a major upgrade from the previous one. I'm not going to discredit the previous Defender that I had. It drove really well, amazing. I was more than happy with that vehicle. There were a few things I did highlight which I weren't happy with, which is obviously what I've changed on this one. So kicking things off, just to give you some insight what this is the 250 SE model. And the SE model, that was the base one that I had before, sorry. So this SE model, you can feel the difference in it. So the main one, well, in no particular order should I say, the steering, for example. I don't know what they've done, what they've changed. It definitely does feel lighter. It feels lighter than the last one. Obviously you've got the fabric on this as well, which comes with the SE model, but it's not too light to the point where it almost feels, I don't know, artificial. It just feels way more smoother. Way more smooth, so that's a big upgrade. I mean, I wouldn't say it's nothing monumental, but I can see the difference definitely from the last one. Even though the last one drove great, it did. Just these little tweaks, it just makes the driving experience just that little bit more better. The next one, I'm going to jump on the seats. I'm quite surprised the difference in these seats that I've got. So the last ones were a fabric one, whereas this one, it's not quite level, leather should I say. There is a bit more texture to them. They're easy to clean, but the main thing about them, what I've noticed, is the actual build quality. These ones feel way more comfortable than the last one. I mean, short distances in the last one, it wasn't too bad, but obviously when we're going on a camping trips and I'm doing long distance stuff, I would constantly feel myself fidgeting and like readjusting myself, whereas this one, these are way more comfortable, hands down. So this is a big improvement. I mean, these are electric seats. The last one wasn't. It's got the lumbar adjustment as well. But with this, when I'm sat in it, I just feel comfortable right from the off. And I feel like I could sit in this space now for hours and on end and not even have to adjust myself at all. So big changes on that. I don't know what they've done. They just feel a lot more supportive and just better build quality. I've got to admit they are. The air suspension, because like I mentioned before, the last one was on coils. The air suspension on this one, I mean, wow, the difference is like night and day. It just adds that a little bit more to the driving experience. It really does. And I thought the coils drove really well on the road, and they did. I've got to admit, they did. They drove well. It ironed out all the potholes, and it drove just a pleasure to drive. Whereas this, I don't know, when you've drove a car with air suspension, you can tell the difference. You really can. You really can. The only flaw with the coils, I'd say, was when I was going off-roading. You felt it then. I don't know whether, obviously, the 22-inch wheels played a part in that as well. There's an L322, 12 plate, lovely. I don't know if the wheels played a part in that, but when I was doing any off-roads, any small little, I don't know, uneven terrain, or say if I'm going over a little rock, you'd almost feel it come through you. And I can't really compare the two at the moment because I've done no off-road on this, which leads me on to my next point. The 20-inch wheels, they just work. I think that is honestly the sweet spot. I really do. The 22s, don't even consider them. If you're just using a car on the road and that's your thing, then, you know, enjoy yourself. 21s, yeah, whatever. But for me, I'd be interested to even see the 19 inches. I would. The 19-inch alloys, I really would. But these came as like a standard choice for the SE, the 20-inch. And I picked the two-tone because I think it sets off. It sets it off really well with the Carpathian Grey. But just having that extra, obviously 2 inches of tyre, and that more, you know, the more give that you've got when you're actually driving, it just makes even more smoother to drive. So I can't wait to take this off-road. I really can't, because obviously with the air suspension, I can raise it up. lower it down for access points as well, I suppose, but the main thing with me would be lifting it right up and just see how it handles when I do some green laning around the UK, so I'm looking forward to that. So just to recapping it all, obviously the lighter steering, the wheels, the 20-inch wheels with more tyre, the air suspension, the seats, all them combined come together just to, I don't know how you can improve on this anymore. This is hands down got to be the best vehicle I've ever driven. It's got to be. The only thing I can think which comes into any competition with it is the full-size Range Rover. I don't see how it gets better than this. So Land Rover, if you ever stumble across this video, you've absolutely knocked it out the park. I am super impressed with this. Big improvements from the last one. Even though, like I said, I don't want to discredit that last car, I really don't, because I loved it. But just these finer tweaks, I thought, right, this one I'm going to spec it up different. Just those little niggly things where I thought, if there's room for improvement, I'm going to pick it next time. And it's definitely delivered. It really, really has. Another one is the entertainment system. It's, yeah, the bigger screen. I find this one is way more responsive as well than the last one. I find that as soon as you get in the vehicle, it's instantly connecting to my phone, whereas the last one, I felt like I was kind of messing around a little bit to try and get it connected. I have to go on the Bluetooth and that way, but whereas this one, when I get in, straight away, it just connects to the vehicle. So that's a big plus. Going back onto the start of the video, I don't know why they've done this. I know this is like a new thing with vehicles, this is. For some reason now, say if you go over the speed limit by about 1 or 2 miles an hour, it starts pinging away. There's an icon here where you can actually, you know, you click it 3 times and it takes it off. But it just becomes a little bit irritating. If you're going over the speed limit by 2 miles an hour, it's not really anything that you need to be, you know, concerned with, but I know it's happening across the board. There were vehicles, so this isn't just this car, to be fair. So I still love it. It's amazing. Really happy about it. The digital the digital display as well. The last one was half and half, whereas this one's full digital now. Again, just these little tweaks just makes it. I'm just super happy with this vehicle, honestly. It's been such a joy to drive so far. Such a joy to. I can't wait to take it off-road on the camping trips as well. But another extra that I've had the Deployable Toebar, this one. So, there you go. Is it working? That's pretty cool, eh? So I reckon that'll definitely come in use. You know, it goes back. Amazing, the stuff you can add onto it. And I will say this, when you're speccing these up, the sky's the limit on these. You can really, really go to town on them. You can literally spend just, yeah, whatever money you've got in your bank, you can clear it out on a Land Rover Defender, no problem at all. You can just keep going with it. So obviously got the air suspension now. It's going to be easier for Brody getting in and out. They're the function buttons for that anyway. So that one's tow bar. I think this one just lights up the back lights, yeah. And then obviously that's to lift up the suspension up and down, and the space is still the same at the back. This is just Brody's compartment. I might do some storage here as well, but obviously get a table on there. I think that'll come useful. I'm really impressed with her, really impressed. It's going to do, it's going to be really, really fun. Getting this on the UK countryside, seeing and exploring with this chap here. What do you reckon, Brode? Are you up for it? Another thing which was a bit of a flaw on the last one, with the heated windscreen, I've actually got the option with this now, so I can press a button on here and the windscreen, it heats up, whereas the last one, it had the heated windscreen, but there was no button. So even though I put obviously the warm temperature on the front windscreen, it just didn't really defrost. It was just like an ordinary car trying to defrost, but yeah, obviously because there's no power going to it, it just took just as long. So that was a bit of a pain. But I mean, just how it drives, honestly, it drives so well. Honestly, it really does. This SE trim, just that little jump up in spec, it just completely changes the vehicle. It really does. It's just way more smoother. And like I just mentioned before, I just don't see how it gets any better than this. Like I don't see how it gets better. I really don't. Got Bluetooth for charging the phone. There's little compartments which slide out, which is ideal. I was going to have 3 seats, but then when I saw a model with 3 seats, all this is lost. And yeah, it's not really going to be used for that. So I just thought I'd try it, but then when I looked at what it looked like, I thought I'd rather keep this so I've got more storage, and it just keeps it a bigger space really. The 3rd seat, I would have used it every now and then, but realistically, I'm going to get way more bang for my buck just keeping it like this. So I've still gone with the side storage for taking some of my camping gear and that as well. So that's mega useful, that thing is. I was going to go with a side step here, just mainly for aesthetics really, but I don't know, maybe I might explore it in the future, but as it stands now, this works, this setup does. Leads me on to my next point, is I have brought some checker plates, and there's a really good company that I found, and I'm going to do another video on that, of me installing it. This checker plate in particular, the trim that goes on the back, it almost comes leveled out, whereas the last one, there was a bit of a gap here where it wasn't quite covered. So this new one, it almost flattens it out, which is going to be better for Brody, so we can get in and out and not scratch it. I'm going to be putting checker plate on the side there as well, in a few other different areas. So let me know then, guys, if you've got any suggestions, any camping setups that you could recommend. Obviously with Brody, I can't really do the roof tent. Him sleeping in the back, it just wouldn't work. Any suggestions, let me know. The tent that I have got is the pop-up one from Keshewitt. I was looking at the one from, I forget what it's called now, the Australian one, the Oz tent, but I think it's like a canvas material, and I've heard mixed reviews on that. It can be a bit of a pain, obviously, with us living in such a wet country. To get it dry, they've got to be bone dry before you can actually pack them away. So, but yeah, looking forward to it. We're gonna have some good adventures. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be doing another video. Like I say, I've got some more checker plate, which I am gonna be installing on it, which is matching this one. Some on the sides, on the wing mirror, and on the back. There's a company which I've had it from, and I will leave them in the link in the description on the next video. So I'm going to show you how to install it, and that's pretty much it. That's the walk around the new Defender. So stay tuned. If you want to see me and Brody go on a camping adventures, and yeah, come along for the journey. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.